What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trill Sports Talk. And today I have my opinion on why I believe the Detroit Pistons should select Taylor Hendricks at the fifth pick. Now, a lot of people, Detroit fans, believe that we should take Cam Whitmore or Jarris Walker at 5. Reason why I say we shouldn't and we should pick Taylor Hendricks. Well, one, it comes down to the fact that he's 6'9". I believe he's the youngest in the draft. Same situation with Jalen Duren last year. He's the youngest in the draft. He's 6'9" and he's 210. I believe he's still growing. I'm sure he'll end up 6'10" and probably end up getting a couple, getting around like 215, 220 by the beginning of the season. And I feel like he will be able to play that 3 to 4 spot at that weight, and he'll be such a great piece alongside Durant and whoever is at the 3, because the way I look at it, the Pistons are in a great spot to where they have their guards. They know who is the guy, Cade Cunningham. They know who's the second guy in Jaden Ivey. They got their potential franchise big and Duren. Then you got a lot of project pieces still. Wiseman trying to find his groove after being a top pick. Bagley, same. Stewart. Killian Hayes still a project piece. Then you got your guys off the bench like Diallo and Isaiah Livers. And you still got Bojan Bogdanovic, who I think gets moved. And if he doesn't, I mean, he still fits on the team, but I just think he gets moved just off the fact that he's very valuable to contending teams. Do I believe the Pistons are a contending team next year? Probably not. Maybe play-in, but playoff, no. I feel like they'll be a lot better. I feel like they won't be the worst team in the league. I think they'll be around 35 games, 40 probably. But the reason I say Taylor Hendricks, one, he can space the floor a lot better than Cam Whitmore and Jarris Walker. He's shooting just south of 40% from 3, as you can see. Yes, that's college 3. I mean, even if it drops, 1 or 2, 37%, it's still great. That's give me his floor. His floor at best is a 3-and-D wing. Shooting 37%. If that's the case, if his percentage dropped just off the range, that's not bad. Jarris is not much of a shooter. He's more of a, I say, a Scotty Barnes type-ish player. He can facilitate. He has high IQ for the game. He can get to the basket. Rebound with him. Not the best rim protector. Not the best scorer. But I mean, he can score, but he's not the best scoring option. So he's around that Scotty Barnes type of play. I don't think he's same active defender as Scotty Barnes. Like I said, not as good as a rim protector either, but he can do it if necessary. I feel like at that 4 and 3 spot. Thing with Taylor is in a small ball lineup situation where you want to stretch the floor and you want to just get shooters. You want to attack the rim with Ivy and Cade. you can put Taylor Hendricks there at the 5. Have him sit at the 3. He can bang in the paint. For a certain amount of time with the 5s. Do I see him playing the 5 at all? Not really. I believe he's a stretch, like I said, a 3 and D 4, possibly a 3. And a lot of people will say like, oh, he can't create for himself, which is false. He might not be the best, creator at that, at that 5th pick. Like I said, Cam, he's probably a better creator. Jared's probably a better creator. The twins, they can create for themselves to a certain extent. I feel like in this situation, you don't want to have, and I hate to compare it to the Rockets, but with the Rockets, they don't know who that guy is. You have KPJ who wants to be that guy. Jalen Green wants to be that guy. Jabari feel like he should be that guy. So they're just drafting a lot of people who wants to be the guy, and not with the perfect fit, because they have a talented roster. All of those guys are talented in Houston. It's just it doesn't mesh well. Like, they're scoring, obviously, yeah, but I mean, it's not gonna create no wins for them because it doesn't mesh. It doesn't mesh right. With the Pistons, I feel like it would, because they should get Taylor Hendricks, because one, he's not ball dominant. We don't need him to be. Now, if he just gets the ball, he's capable of creating a play for himself. Not consistently for, creating plays for everybody else, but he's able to dribble. It's not like he can't dribble a basketball. He can, like I said, he's shooting almost 40% from 3 this year. Well, in college. Like I said, it may drop a little bit, with the NBA range. He's pretty efficient at the rim. He can shoot free throws. He can rim protect. He offensive rebounding, block shots. Pretty much one steal a game. Not that many turnovers. Like, it's not like when he dribbled the ball, he's just automatically bound to get it to turn the ball over. Like I said, he's a better shooter than Jarris and Cam. Cam and Jarris are better ball handlers, obviously. And once, like I said, he's 6'9", 210 right now. Like, the kid can obviously, is gonna grow, an inch or two probably, and add 10, 15 pounds maybe in strength by the end of his first year. And at that point, you're talking about a guy whose floor is a 3 and D wing at best, who can guard possibly the 2, but mainly the 3 through 5, if asked to. His ceiling, like, I mean, I say his ceiling is like a Jonathan Isaac. Obviously, without the injuries. But a guy who can, get you some buckets and pretty much, positional basketball. Right now in the NBA, it's pretty much how I look at it is who has the most versatile bigs or versatile wings. Like, you have the guys like the Giannis, the Bams. Obviously, Bam plays center, but like, if you throw a 5 in there with Bam, a guy that can shoot, Bam can easily play the 4. You know what I'm saying? So, guys that can move around and not just be in one spot, because you getting a lot of these 6'5", 6'6", small forwards. Once he switched on, teams know how to attack those guys. Once he gets switched on to a center or a power forward, like, he's gonna be fighting. So you getting a 6'9" guy, especially with how the Pistons play, which they lack in is size and rebounding and rim protection. Pretty much when the ball got into the paint this season, like, it was pretty much a guaranteed bucket for the other team. In this case, even if they do get in situations where Taylor Hendricks is at that 3 spot and they have like Stewart, say the lineup is Cade, Ivy, Taylor Hendricks, Stewart, and Duran. Like, now you have the ability to switch more, because if somebody switch now, they got Taylor Hendricks on them, and they switch again, now they might have Stewart on them. So you're not losing that much height. Yeah, Stewart's like 6'8", but you're still not losing that much height and toughness in that front court. Whereas to last year, it was guys like Diallo, and you had Diallo and Livers, ended up on centers in the paint because they switch a lot, and pretty much it was an easy bucket. I mean, they're Livers and Diallo are good, defenders, but perimeter wise, they're good defenders. I mean, Livers can, block shots occasionally, but he's not gonna be up there with the Joel Embiids and the Bams of the league and the Jokic of the league. Like, it's not gonna happen. So in this case, I feel like this is the perfect fit. Everybody doesn't need to be able to dribble the ball. I say at this 5th pick, they need to look for their like Tayshaun Prince type, of the, the 03, teams and stuff. They need to find that guy who doesn't need the ball, who can hit shots, play defense. Some guys that there's not high demand of the basketball, because we have those guys. It's no reason you need to have 3 or 4 guys that needs the ball and they're here to score. It's no need of that. That's not how championships teams, are built. Just look at the Denver Nuggets. Like, you had probably like 3 guys who pretty much controlled the ball, and Jamal Murray, Jokic, sometimes MPJ, and sometimes Bruce Brown. Those were the 3-4 guys. Those were like the 3. It was between those 3 of the 4 guys who controlled the ball. But you had your Michael Porter Jr.'s who play defense, shoot the ball when he's open, can attack, capable of attacking the rim. Then you had your Aaron Gordons, it's Rose, even at the 5th pick, because they're not going to be able to trade back with the 5th pick. They trade back with the 5th pick and try to get Taylor Hendricks there. I don't believe he passes the 7th pick or the 6th pick, honestly, with the Pacers and Magic. So I feel like they need to, if he's there, get Taylor Hendricks, and let people play their roles. Like 5th pick, I mean, granted we shouldn't have fell out, but that's neither here or there. It's over with now. But I think Taylor Hendricks is the guy to fill out the roster and be a valuable piece to this rebuild. And I feel like he'll start off, pretty good. Because obviously he'll play. So, but that's pretty much it, you guys. That's why I believe Taylor Hendricks should be the pick for our team. And like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.